Hey guys, Eric Corner here at BPIsecurity.com. Weekly announcement. Something strange has happened in the industry over the last 2 weeks, but it's a good thing. You know, I've been encouraging people, as well as some of the other leaders, to get involved in social media. Social media allows you to connect with colleagues, connect with leaders, experts, as well as business owners in the industry, and it increases your network. You know, we always say, or at least I always say, your net worth is only as good as your network. And that's what social media does. It allows you to expand your network. But for the last couple of weeks, I've been watching this shift in mindset, at least mentality, of specialists within the industry. About 3 months ago, I was given an invitation to look at, or someone encouraged me to look at the NABA website on Facebook. NABA stands for North American Bodyguard Association. So I looked in, peeked in, I saw conversations that were specifically related to training, some specifically related to working details, and others were just general conversations, all of which were industry related. I saw topics that I felt comfortable in jumping in on and not get my head bit off on, and others that I thought would probably, the conversation was probably going in a direction that was probably pretty much pertinent to what they were talking about, and there was no need for me to jump in. This past week, I did something different that I've never done before on that page. Despite comment on other topics, I linked one of my blogs as a topic to that page, and the blog topic was, "What threat are you talking about?" And for those of you who didn't read that, basically I was saying guys were talking about they could work in high to medium threat, or low to high medium threat, low to medium threat. But I was saying, what threat are you talking about? Are you talking about the threat of the protectee or the threat of the environment? And little did I know that someone as astute as Ben Alozi would take a small section of my blog and start another comment. That comment that he put in there, starting a new topic, went for 2 days. 2 days. And what happened from that one was Daryl Biggs, another person that was on the NABA site, took another section of that comment and started another conversation, to the point that within, I would say, an 8-hour period, it was over 60 comments on that page. Now, what that did was, over those last 3 days, it encouraged guys like Tony Scotty to jump in. Frank Gallagher was very active throughout the day, jumping into those conversations, and it gave the guys or the specialists who were within those conversations a chance to get nuggets of knowledge from experts who they never get a chance to interact with. And between me, Frank, and some of the other guys on there, you could see how we were kind of guiding the conversation back on the track so they wouldn't get off the tracks and start going off into la-la land. And it was an encouraging, for me, from my perspective, encouraging to see specialists, experts, and leaders all in one conversation trying to better this industry, to the point nobody was looking down or talking down to each other. It was more of a guidance and an uplift session. So that in and of itself is something strange in this industry to me, but it's a good thing. And that's what I wanted to talk about, that this is the prime time right now. And you can look at my blog today. The industry is prime and ready to get something done. When it comes to standardization, I was very reluctant, but right now I see standardization coming. How it's going to get here and who we use, you know, the sky's the limit. There are experts out there, names that I've mentioned, who have been involved in standardizations of other programs that are successful and are still withstanding today. And I think that this is the prime time for us to come together. We have leaders just today. This is a BPI Security Weekly Announcement special. Elijah Shaw contacted me on phone today and asked me to connect with him on Google Plus to talk to his class. The industry is changing, and it was my responsibility to do so. It was my responsibility to do so. So we did a connection. You know, we're kind of new to this whole Google Plus thing. We needed Larry Snow to show us how to do it, but I got connected to the class. I spoke to the class specifically to the topics that me and Elijah had spoke about. He pretty much gave me a free opportunity, or freelanced me to basically say whatever I wanted to say, and I spoke to the class. That's huge in this industry. The ability to use social media to connect instantaneously and affect people. That's huge. And there is a shift coming in this industry right now. I feel it. I'm comfortable in saying that. My only thing is now, there are other leaders out there, and you know who you are. You know who you are. They're sitting back, afraid to jump in, and you're treating social media like it's an attack and you're running away from it. Get in the fight or get out the way. All right, I'll end this video just like I always do. Whenever you're on a detail, there are two protectees, the man or woman in the back right seat and your reputation. Either one get harmed, you're done.